In tonight's Fox 32 special report, the growing crisis for Illinois' nursing homes. Money meant to help fund nursing homes is being held up by the state, impacting nursing home facilities, staffing, and patient care.
And tonight, Elizabeth Matthews takes you to one home that's seen more than its share of problems.
What we found was a horror story. He literally overheated and died as a result of extremely high temperatures in the facility.
Attorney Steve Levin says Parnell Benjamin died at Glenshire nursing home in Richton Park last year from hypothermia and neglect.
We have situations where they didn't have enough staff to care for these residents. There was no nurse assigned to our client.
Levin says Benjamin is just one example of the problems at Glenshire. And after we first told you about his case last month, we heard from another family who says their loved one has struggled at the same facility.
He was very outgoing, outspoken, jolly. He's just always been the life of the party.
Leonard Garner and Betty Wilson flipped through old photos of Willie Johnson. He's Betty's longtime boyfriend.
45 years.
But the once gregarious Willie is now sick.
Things have just kind of really diminished.
It makes me feel bad. I just can't take it. I cries all the time.
After hearing about both cases, we decided to dig deeper into Glenshire's records. The Department of Public Health, which regulates nursing homes in Illinois, shows dozens of complaint investigations against Glenshire in recent years.
This nursing home has a very bad record.
That includes a 1-star rating on the Medicare website. The biggest problems, according to government data, include understaffing and quality of care. Both Levin and Betty agree.
There's just not enough people to meet the needs of the residents.
Glenshire's residents are almost all Medicare or Medicaid dependent. That means the facility needs to get paid by the government in order to run properly.
And so now we're just trying to figure out what are the options.
And it turns out options for families like Willie's are limited because nursing home problems aren't just happening at Glenshire. The comptroller's report from earlier this year shows up to $300 million in Medicaid payments for nursing homes are backlogged. Facilities are then going without funding to pay for staff or care for residents. And without these facilities, patients like Willie would have nowhere else to go.
We wish we can bring them home, yes. Bring them home and had the proper, can afford nursing and just not affordable.
Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32 News.
Glenshire tells us the safety and well-being of its residents is its top priority, and patient privacy and pending litigation prevents it from talking about specific cases. The state also tells us $61 million in payments are currently being processed and that nursing homes also receive reimbursements from managed health care plans.